Welcome, Gemini, to 12th House Tarot. My name is Mouse, and this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, for the week of July 8th to July 14, 2024. We do a past, present, and future spread here. In the future, that might change as I get used to recording and editing and making time for this. So, if you're one of my 57 subscribers, thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for returning. If you're a first timer, welcome. The more the merrier. Happy to have you. So, Gemini, last week's reading was entitled "The Universe is Pulling You Along to Your Success." I like it when I'm pulled to something versus being like pushed. Like pushing gives me the energy of like being in middle school and somebody tripping you or pushing you and man, you got to move forward and blah. It feels icky. So if we can be pulled by inspiration and ideas and, our heart's desire, that's just more gentle and I think in more alignment with who we are as human beings and, souls having this human experience. So we're going to cut the deck. Yeah, just like that, apparently. And we just pull from the top and do past, present, and future in the morning. God. In the future, that might change. I might change up the spread. But for now, this is what we get, and this is what we do. And then we do clarifiers. So we have the Ace of Swords coming out strong with new ideas, new inspiration. Aces are beginning. The swords are air. They are the thinking mind, the intellect. The King of Pentacles. So no matter what, you're sitting here high in the throne, just chilling out, feeling all successful and abundant. And like, if you can't see, but he's just covered with all these, hello, get focus. There it is. Like all these grapes are around him. I mean, it just reeks of abundance. It reeks of abundance. I want to reek of abundance. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So this is a swift movement in a particular direction. So maybe you're still in that pull of where to, being pulled into your next right thing. So we'll see. We'll get clarifiers for each. Coming back to the Ace of Swords. Ace again this is air. You're an air, Gemini. This is your card. The swords are your suit. Let's see what else we have going on here. Oh, another. Do we just go Ace to Page? That feels really nice to me, actually. That feels really nice. There is some, so traditionally, this Ace of Page, they are just a little defensive, like looking back, saying, "What'd you say about me?" I'll cut your head off. No, I'm kidding. No violence. We are definitely maybe reflecting in this moment as we move forward because there's definitely forward motion and forward movement happening. And maybe this could be just cutting off ties of things and people and events or places or habits that don't serve you anymore. All right, let's keep going. We got the Lovers. We're talking about cutting people off. This, I will always say, with anything with a dual person in here, even the Two of Cups or the Four of Wands, when there's a coupling that's happening, it's between you and your higher self, always and first and foremost, as it should be in this reality as well. Because we want you to be a full person. We want you to, I know people work through their traumas, they work through their things, and I get that. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying that you need to know who you are and have your cup full before being in a coupling so that we're not being completed, quote unquote, by someone else, because that's not reality. That's just not what happens. You can enjoy somebody's company, obviously, and feel good about them being in your presence, but you should also feel fine, right, when they have to go off on a trip or vacation or whatever they need to do. Maybe they don't even live with you. This might be a choice point. Twos are in the duality of two people. There might be a choice point. And we have the Star. Wow. Okay. All right. So we're looking at, this is you, going within, alchemizing for your higher good, like reflecting and transmuting things. She's pouring things on land and in the water. Like there's, hi Gemini. Hi Gemini. Are you there? Are you there with me? Hey, dos. Hey Gemini. Right? 22222. So let's keep moving. There's something that you're creating, which I'm happy for, because based on last week's, right, the energy keeps pulling over, right? It just keeps being pulled to something here. And then here's another 2, meaning like 2 people here, 2 cups, 2 vessels here, 2 here, and Gemini being 2. So this is simply a choice that you get to make. This is also Pentacles and Pentacles. So I feel like there's stability happening, and this is a stable decision. Like you're coming at this from a really grounded place. My air sign. You're coming at this from a very grounded place. We might need to take a break and step outside of our own mind for a second. This is the 4 of Swords. Again, swords are the intellect and the thinking, and this swords is the 4. It's time for rest. So maybe there's an overwhelmment that's happening. I would offer up, consider taking the rest, because here's this 9 of Pentacles again with the Pentacles. The Pentacles are earthbound. They are grounding. They are financial stability as well. They are prosperity. So perhaps we don't need to think too much about this. Like that which you desire will be flowing to you. Wow. Yeah. That's where we're going. Because after this rest, we are moving. There's an energy that you're moving to and through, or what have you. Let's see what the 8 of Wands has to say about here. We got the Queen of Cups. Dudes. Queen of Cups, cups are about emotion. They're about intuition. I was going to say intellect, and that's not the right word. About intuition. And she's definitely in her flow of her intuition, just allowing. There's even a river going by her feet here. The rivers represent the feminine energy of creativity. So I could see that happening for you here. Let's keep going. The 3 of Cups. So another emotion, another joining, union of sorts. Another, I like to, as of late, look at this as the cornucopia spilling over. There is some emotion here and emotional maturity that's occurred with this. So, coming off of these Pentacles, we come to the 5 of Pentacles. So what I'm going to say here is, I feel like this could potentially either be someone else's thought process or your own, saying, you know what, this feels too good to be true. And I just was speaking to a young adult the other day about imposter syndrome. She's at local university, got on the honor roll list, is doing all these wonderful things in the science field, and she said, I feel like I have imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome only happens for those who are actually doing the work, not for those that are actually faking the work. You don't get imposter syndrome from faking it. You get imposter syndrome from actually doing it. So as you move forward into this, Gemini, if you are feeling some kind of way about it, take a pause. Come back to this moment where you're resting. Maybe meditate. List all the things that you are doing and what you're capable of doing, and trust in the process, right? I saw a meme. It said, does the process know that we're trusting it so much? But this is a moment to trust in the process, because you have been taken care of, and follow your intuition. You got 2 cups over here. Follow your intuition. It's not going. The intuition doesn't lead you astray. It really doesn't. You might have to make a hard decision and say yes or no to something that you know, like, oh, this is going to hurt if I say yes to this or no to that, whatever. But in the long run, we have to keep our eye on the prize. We got to keep looking forward. We do need to, if there's no light at the end of the tunnel, then we need to actually find one. All right, friends? Let's see what's on the bottom. So then we got the 4 of Cups. Okay. I feel like the three cups on the grass here, where this character is looking at and lamenting over them, is just residual of something that you might be leaving, because the universe is here again saying, hey, try this one. I have the right cup for you now. These might be things that you thought you wanted, but this is what you've been asking for the whole time, and you just got a little too eager. Wow, Gemini, which brings up a really good point. Even though Spirit is pulling you forward from last week and having that pull, follow your intuition. If intuition says pause right now, like it might have done here with the Four of Swords, then you're going to need to pause. Because if you start going off because you think you need to be busy, you might take a wrong turn. That's the big energy coming through right now. Because this Eight of Wands is about movement, and these first two clarifiers are about following your intuition and emotional maturity. I feel like these two, the Pentacle, Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups, are something that is just saying, maybe you made a wrong turn. So go slow and steady is what I want to say. Slow and steady, and follow your intuition. Write it out if you have to, so you don't get confused about it. Because sometimes when things are moving so swiftly, we can get caught up in the emotion of it, all right? Wow. If you stayed this long, consider liking and subscribing. I love having you here. I think it's all going to work out. It's just a matter of you thinking the right thoughts and following your gut. All right, kids? Thanks for being here. Again, I'll say it. Thanks for consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back next week. Take care.